Yo, what is going on, my man? Thank you for clicking on this video. I just drove back from my best friend's house and I just got out of the shower. I was thinking about what to record today and I was thinking, you know what? I know a lot of guys that struggle with confidence. They don't even know like what confidence actually is. It's like this arbitrary thing of just like acting cool or something like that, right? Or feeling like super capable and like powerful, right? That's kind of what people think about with confidence. And so I want to break down like how I've become a confident individual and specifically how everyone is confident in something. You are too. You might say, "Oh, I'm not a very confident person. I'm not, I don't move with conviction." But everyone's confident in something. And what I mean by that is you might play a video game. You might be really good at a sport, drawing, good at math, whatever. Some specific activity you are good at because you've done it a lot. You have so much practice in it. So you are confident at that thing. You might not be confident just in general in life and like radiate that. But there's a way you can do that without being so outgoing and like, super macho man. You can still radiate masculine essence and masculine confidence without, being that like super extroverted, I guess is what the term is. So let's get into that. All right. I got some points here. First off, I want to break down confidence into kind of two aspects. I think confidence is first knowing yourself. A confident individual is someone that knows themselves very well. They've put a lot of work into understanding what they're good at, what they're not good at, what they like, what they don't like. And they don't really waver off the path of like doing things they just don't like. And, sometimes you have to do things you don't like. That's very different. But you're not trying to be someone you're not, I guess is the best way to put it. That's what I mean by you don't do things you don't like. Okay? So it's understanding who you are as a human being and moving along your life in that manner, right? And the other aspect is doing what you say you will do. To me, that is probably the biggest aspect of being confident, is doing what you say you are going to do. When I talk about being confident in the sense of knowing yourself, you might be really good at a video game and you might know that you've put a lot of hours into this video game. You know specific tactics that other people don't. You watch a lot of videos on how to be good at the video game. You're good at that. You are confident at playing that game. But then as soon as you're thrown into playing a soccer game or you were given a physics exam, you're not confident that you're going to do well, right? Because you don't have a lot of practice in that area, right? Why would you be confident in it? But you can still move about it. And when I say move, I mean approach it in a very confident way. I approach everything in a very confident way because I feel like a very confident individual. I know myself. I know that maybe I'm not super good at soccer. I have some experience playing soccer when I was growing up, but I'm not a soccer player. So if I was thrown into a soccer game, most of the time, most people wouldn't feel very confident in the soccer game. I don't feel confident in it, but I approach it confidently. Because in general in my life, I know that I'm not good at it, but I will learn and get better at it. I have the practice of not being good at something and approaching it with confidence, kind of like faking till you make it. You know that saying? A lot of people will say when you go to approach a girl, fake the confidence. Just be confident. Girls like confidence, right? Even if you're not a confident individual, maybe you don't have a lot of practice with approaching girls, so you're not very confident in that. By faking it, approaching it with as if you are confident, your shoulders are back, you're speaking kind of slow and, in a very controlled manner, you automatically move with more conviction. You seem more confident, and that alone will make your decisions and actions so much more decisive and, I guess a good word is more secure and not insecure, right? You're not, when you go up to the girl, if you're going to act more confident, even though you don't have a lot of experience talking to girls, you're going to talk in a more controlled manner and you're not going to speak like, oh, like, hey, like, how's your name? Can I get your number? You're not going to speak like that. You're going to be like, hey, how are you doing? What's your name? I don't think I've seen you here before. Kind of more like that, right? And so what I'm saying with this is even if you are not confident in that specific activity, if you are confident in general in life, meaning you do what you say you will do, you know that you can learn from your mistakes and get better at things and practice that with various activities, you will be more confident in every area of life. And I know that because I used to not be very confident in myself because I never did the things I said I would do. When I said I was going to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym, I didn't do that. Now when I say I'm going to wake up at 5:30 and I'm going to get up and I'm going to record a video or make an Instagram reel or go to work, I fucking do it, bro. I do it. And I feel so good about myself now. And now I can share this advice with you and feel confident in sharing this advice and knowing that it's going to work because I fucking do it. I put it into practice. That's what being confident is about, bro. And I want you to feel the exact same way I do. That's why I'm sharing this with you. All right? So, the reason I mentioned earlier about the decisive aspect of being confident, even if you're not super confident in that activity, moving with confidence in life and being decisive and moving with conviction is important, is because most of the time, if you are indecisive, you take a really long time to make a decision, or you're just, you kind of change decisions a bunch, you don't live fast and you wait for things, you often miss opportunities in life. Opportunities are usually time-based. They're not there forever all the time, right? And so it's best if you just make decision all the time. It's good to think before you make a decision. You can always think, but act fast. And the reason is because it's better to move fast and be someone that takes actions very quickly and gets after it in life versus the person that takes a really long time to make a decision. They won't get as many opportunities because they're spending time on the ones they had earlier versus the person that's making a bunch of decisions, fucking up maybe, but they're learning on the way and they're just making more and more. They will always have way more progress than the guy that's taking super long time and not learning from his mistakes, or even really hesitant to start and overthinking like, oh, what camera do I get to start a YouTube channel? Oh, how do I edit? And act, live fast and do not wait. That is something I've really had to learn, and I've always been someone that thinks a lot before they do something. I've thought so much about how I wanted to make a YouTube channel for so long. I've been wanting to create content and make a living doing this for so long, and I thought way too much about it, and I was not acting. I was not acting until now, and now I'm seeing progress because I'm putting in the work and I'm just going and going. And maybe this video is way better than the very first one I make, but right now, months down the line, this video is going to be a shit video compared to the one I'm going to make later because I'm always trying to get better and improve. And I'm not getting caught up in how there's imperfections in this and how I'm going to have cuts because I mess up my speaking and I trip over my words quite a bit, but that's fine. I'm going to get better at it. And I'm still acting confident on the camera because I know I'm just going to get better, bro. And that's what being confident is about. All right, see, I literally tripped over my words there. But anyways, dude, being confident is knowing yourself. What do you like? What do you not like? And don't try to be someone you're not. It's also doing what you say you will do. It's like this. Actually, I had this analogy when I was in the car, okay? I think this is going to be a really good way to put it. And if you understand it like this, that's awesome because I think most people will get it if I put it like this, all right? So you don't have to know sports, but if you had two football teams that were competing against each other, which one do you think was going to win? Now, off the bat, you're like, I don't know anything about the teams, right? I need to know more about the teams. You need to know more about the teams. You need to know more about yourself, okay? So let's say I gave you the record for a team. Let's say the team one, all right, we'll go red and blue. Team blue is 10-0. They're undefeated in the season, right? Team red is 8-2, okay? They've lost 2 games. They've won 8. Now, if these two were to face each other, and that's all I said, you choose the team that's 10-0, right? They have a better record. They win most of the time. They're better at the game, right? Of course, you choose that team. But what if I gave you more information and said, it's snowing, and Team Blue, maybe in a previous season, didn't win as many games in the snow, but Team Red has always dominated in the snow. They've absolutely crushed in the snow every single time, and they're just a better team than most other teams in the snow. Now you might be thinking, okay, maybe Team Red has a chance because I know more information. I know they're better in the snow than most average teams are. They actually thrive in it. And so maybe I fucked up the analogy a little bit, but you get the idea, right? The record is their reputation. Your reputation is your knowledge about whether or not you do the things you say you will do. if you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym 5 days a week and you only make it 2, you're 2 and 3, right? You've lost three times out of going to the gym 5 times. That's kind of a shit reputation, bro. And now you think to yourself, like, am I really going to make it to the gym next week? When you plan your following week, you want to go to the gym 5 times, you're not so sure anymore, right? You're not so sure, and you're thinking, damn, like, I don't know if I am the kind of guy that does what they say they will do, because I'm not acting like it. And then you will not feel confident in yourself. And I've been there, and I have moments where I'm like that. I made a video just last week where, I wasn't doing as many of the things as I said I would do. I was falling off my habits, but I know in the past, I've gotten back on track. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Is I'm getting back on track, and I know I'm the kind of guy that's going to lock in when he fucking needs to. And I want you to feel the exact same way. So this is what I had to say about confidence. And I hope you have a thorough understanding now. Like, okay, I need to learn more about myself if I don't already. What things do I like, not like? What am I naturally good at? What am I not good at? And then am I the kind of guy that does what they say they will do? Do I have a good reputation with myself? When I want to do something and get it done, do I get it done? Regardless of how I feel. Regardless of whether or not I'm tired, do I get up when I say I'm going to get up? And if I'm not that kind of guy, then I need to journal. I need to sit down and figure out how the fuck can I be that guy? Because I know I have it in me. I know I want to be a better version of myself. And the most ideal life I can think of, your dream life, where you have everything you want, the woman you want, the cars you want, the house you want. Maybe you're traveling a bunch. You're living your dream job or working there. That guy that's living that life is confident in himself. He does what he say he will do. So if you want to live that life, then you have to act like that version of yourself. All right? I feel like that was a solid video. I got some points in there. I could have articulated some things better, but you know what? That's what I'm going to prove in the next video. And, if you want to see that journey, you can hit subscribe in the bottom. Yeah, the bottom of this video, because, bro, my goal here is to make a community of like-minded men, like you and I. If you clicked on this video, you're probably a young guy in self-improvement. Maybe wants to learn more about masculinity and just better themselves, right? You want to connect with other guys who are driven in life. You're hungry and ambitious. Maybe you're a young killer. Maybe you're making money or you're not making money yet, and you will learn how to make some fucking money. Me too, bro. So that's the kind of community I want to build here. So if you want to be a part of that and see my journey, as well as eventually I'm going to have probably like a school program sometime down the line where I'll create courses about things that I know a ton about and have experience with, like dating apps, like talking with girls, like I went professional in rock climbing for some period of time in my life. And there was a very specific way I was approaching life that I could, almost like how a lot of entrepreneurs I hear and I'm learning approach business, like an athlete, like a professional fucking athlete. And there's a lot of things I've learned about that I can apply to business now. And, I can create a course on that. And there's so many things I'm excited to learn and connect with other guys about that I can then present to you guys. And we can all just fucking win. And better this generation, man. This generation of men need to do better. And I hope you agree, because it's fucking sad out there. What guys are doing, just being degenerates, fucking smoking and partying every single weekend, and just super, super into hookup culture. And like, I'm just not about that. And I don't think you are either if you're this deep into the video. So, yeah, bro. All right. That's all I got for tonight. Hope you have a good one, man. Let's fucking get it.